how do I ask for help with some of the tasks that I have to take on when I'm expected to figure it out on my own? My company values the employee who takes on more than just their role and learns how to do new skills and techniques on their own, because that's how most of the veteran employees operate. The grind is really respected here, but I'm starting to feel burnt out from limited resources. Okay, this is a great question. One, it's really easy to feel burnt out, and burnout hits you at different times for different reasons. Could be based on what's going on in your personal life, could be based on what's happening in the workplace, could just be based on how your overall health is or how you feel. So I think the biggest thing is only you know if you're experiencing burnout, or if you're depressed at work, or you're dissatisfied at work, or unfulfilled at work. So you got to listen to yourself. Like, you got to listen to that voice inside of you. I feel like when I don't listen to that voice inside of me, bad things happen, or not great things happen. And my general sense is that that's true for everybody else too. I think it's great to have a culture where, the hero culture wins, right? We have a little bit of a hero culture here where, the more you take on, the more Herculean the task, the bigger the risk and the bigger the win, the more you're loved. Like, that's a little bit of the Barstool sports culture. To be honest, one of the things I'm kind of struggling with at Barstool is it's hard to have everyone be a hero when you have 400 people. Like, it creates infighting. People are pitting themselves against one another. Instead of working together as a team and banding together to share the work, everybody just wants the risk and the reward, or that moment of glory. So this is not answering your question at all. So it's a little bit more of a rant on a whole bunch of other things. But what I would say is, you got to talk to your manager, and you've got to be like, hey, I'm getting fried. I'm trying to do all these tasks. I'm trying to get this much done with only this much resource, and I need some help prioritizing. I also would love to understand, is it always going to be like this, or is it going to get better, right? Are we just in a pinch or a crunch time, or money's tight and we don't have the resources we need, or is this the way things are? You might get an answer you don't want to hear, which is, this is how things are, at which point you need to make a decision about the work-life balance you want, and the kind of career you want to have, and how good this experience is for you and what you can get out of it. I don't think you want to take the path of like just saying no to work, or just shoving work on other people. I would really invest the time to have the conversation about, hey, this feels like a lot. Do you have suggestions on better ways to manage it? Do you have insight into if we're getting more resources? And do you have recommendations on how I should prioritize? And that, I think, is a good conversation that will help you get the answers you need to make the decision, to make the decisions you need about your career and your job.